Well, now we have the website showing the actual number of days, but we actually know that there's some portion of a day we haven't dealt with. And we want to be able to say that portion of the day, how many hours are in that portion of a day, how many minutes, and how many seconds. So first we have to figure out what that portion is. We've kind of made it so it's not visible. So we're going to want to get it visible. But let's go ahead and we'll work on the number of hours left. So we'll get this variable that's the number of hours, and let's very first find out how much is left over. So if we take our days left, right, that's the value that has the complete number of days left, which is 222 point something. So we take that because that's the whole one, and then we subtract out the part that we've used, which is the integer portion, right? We use the math.floor to give us just the integer portion. And if we subtract that out, then that will give us what's left. So if we put that down here, then let's put it down here. And that tells us the hours left. And we refresh. And that, remember, this looks really familiar, right? That's that point something, something, something that is part of a day. It's 0 point something days left. Well, this doesn't tell us hours. This is just still telling us in days what it is. And now we want to convert it to hours. Now, remember that we went through this process to convert it from milliseconds to seconds, then to minutes, then to hours, and then to days. And now we want to back up and get to hours. So this is a portion of a day. And what we want to do, let's put this in parentheses so that the subtraction happens first. And then if we take this day and we multiply it by 24, that tells us how many hours, right? We take a whole day and we multiply it by 24, and that tells us hours. So we're really undoing the one portion of this division. So if we do that, what is hours left? Because now we've converted it. And now it's saying 10 point some hours. So it's 10 hours point something. Now let's pause here for a minute to understand a little bit about the date object. If we look at the time we're working with, which is May 23rd at 2:30 in the afternoon, 2:35, right? This is in 24-hour time. So it's really 2:35 in the afternoon. And if we do that math from 2:35 till midnight, that's only 9 hours and some minutes, right? Not 10. And so how come is it giving us 10? Well, this has to do with that between May 23rd and January 1st, there's all of these days and hours, plus there's a daylight saving time where we actually pick up an extra hour. So remember that sometime in October or November, we do a daylight saving time where we take it 2 o'clock in the morning, we reset our clocks till 1 o'clock in the morning, and we do that 1 o'clock hour again. So we get an extra hour. Well, the date object is smart enough to know even about daylight saving time, and we don't have to deal with that. We can do that subtraction, and it will actually give us the right number of hours, including the hour we picked up during daylight savings time. So that's pretty handy. So we do have, so how many hours do we have? We have 10 point something hours. Well, we want to do the same thing we did with days. We only want to put the 10 hours here, and then the portion of hours, we want to put those in the minutes and seconds. So how did we do that? How did we just get the full integer portion? Well, we used the math.floor, and that's what we want to do here. Math.floor of these hours left. So this will give us the integer portion, right? It rounds down, leaves that remainder off, and just gives us the integer portion. And there we have the 10 hours. So, boy, we're making progress. We've got the days and the hours. We have minutes and seconds left to go.